welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We're just absolutely surrounded by unlocking quests here. So I figure, might as well see what they all are. There's also one outside. We'll deal with these ones in here first. Some of them are level 1, just this one here. Die stuff. I go for some more dies. That's a fun time. Then also a regular quest. And a hunting log. And everything else is level 50. We're just gonna be unlocking like 4 more dungeons. And from what it sounded like, the Crystal Tower. Whatever that's going to involve. We'll start with the dies though. Why not? Simply to die for. Alice would ask you to speak with a troubled patron. Our option is dies as a reward. Ah, well, if it isn't Arctic. Just the adventurer I was hoping to see. Do you know of the blacksmith, Eganolf? He is quite an accomplished craftsman. In fact, anyone who's had dealings with Rowena is sure to have come across his creations. It's always been a pleasure to have him as a regular here at the 7th Heaven. But he's been quite irritable of late, and practically drowning in his cups besides. I fear his recent work, or perhaps a lack thereof, may have something to do with it. This may seem but a trifling matter to someone as traveled as yourself, but it would mean so much to me if you would speak with him. I can think of no one better to offer him a word or 3 of encouragement. Okay. Speak with... in here? Not currently. Just kidding. See it on the map. Presumably. Crystal Waters. Where did you die from? In here? He's up here near the Diamond Forge. While we're going this direction, we're also going to check out these stores here. See what we can spend this heaping pile of tomestones of poetics on. I don't have any of these, or this week. We got some discontinued stuff. This currency is no longer valid. For a limited time, certain NPCs will be able to exchange it for valid currency. Well, we have none, so we don't need to worry about that. And no PvP. We have 10 seals of something. And 0 of these from the societies. Okay. What do we got? Who can do stuff here? White script? I don't think we have any of that. Rare script? Don't appear to have any. I don't know. Collectible freezer. Nothing. I think it's one of these places. Splendor. Notes, masterwork, ironwork, Ronan strings, steel hand, arm cane, mechanics, small tech, nothing. This is kind of the right stuff. This is cost of these. We have these. So technically we buy something in here. It's a level 100. It's an eye level 110. Straight up weapon here. This one's so much cheaper than the others. The shield is cheaper. And this one, I guess the gladiator, I bet the gladiator would be shield and weapon, typically. That makes sense. Let's see. We could get the Thaumaturge one for 600. Or the Archer/Bard one. It's level 110. We compare this to our current stuff. And comparison. Well, it's definitely stronger. It's got just a little bit more base physical damage. Auto attack's the same. Delay slightly less, which the base stats here are significantly higher. Look at all that dexterity, vitality. It's got crit and skill speed instead of determination and direct hit rate. That's probably fine. 80 to 110. So, technically something we could purchase. Still level 50 though, which is interesting. Wonder how long everything's gonna be level 50 here. Or if it's level 50 and then it's just item level after that. Also possible. depends how all the expansions and stuff work. I think it's higher levels. Anyways, we could purchase that. There's also armor, accessories, and other, not from this shop. That was the first one here. That was the Masterworks. 110 stuff. We could technically purchase. Going to the next tier, Ironworks here. 130. Okay. Let's see. Why would we purchase the level 110 stuff when we purchase the level 130? And it's just better. And the same cost. Wild. Because this is, again, 600. Why does this say 1500? It's a different one. Is that right? We have 1500, right? Currencies. Yeah, 1500. So we do that one. Let me go further. This is token exchange. No process for one of the Beastman ritual tools can be with superior weapon of your choice. We don't have any of these token thingies. I guess level 90 stuff, so yeah. Or I'm level 90. So I had an arm exchange. Get a level 95 one, get a level 95 one. If it's Cudgel of Crags as well. Mugwind. Mighty Mugwind. Okay. Cudgel of Crags is almost what we have. We got a bow of such and such. White Mage, Black Mage, Conjurer. Which Black Mage? Where's Black Mage? Yeah. 200 arms exchange. If it's right, stack of Crags, Maymar, where's Tail, where's Wile. It's a one-handed to two-handed conversion, I suppose. Interesting. Knickknacks takes various things we don't have. Rings and stuff. What else you got? Pelican, some of Enix. Work. Here's level 130 armor pieces for 350 each. So again, that's slightly better than what we have. We could definitely make some improvements. I don't know what's really worth worrying about. There's more of the magic type things. Again, something. Special arms. We buy some various things here. Unsellable things. Potentially useful for various things. This one's gonna have a quantity option. Unidentifiable bones. And clusters. Other. Oh, they got some orchestration rolls. Buy those. Okay. And they don't have a shotgun. Alright. So from the looks of things here, I mean, we've only really seen things that take the ones that we have. Presumably, these higher level ones would be for higher level places with higher level shops. I don't think spending these would be a problem. Just get straight up level 100, item level 130 weapons. And that would up our item level for various requirements for things. So I'm not against that idea. Augmented Ironworks Magitech Bow. No stats on that. It's got like double the stats, give or take, in terms of the actual extra bonuses. We could sell it for 695 gil. Alright. We could do 2 of these weapons if they're each 600. We got enough for that. Just let the armor be it as it is. Weapon's definitely one of the weaker points. Although we also have all of the jewelry, but we keep getting those requests, so. This will help us in the meantime, I suppose. Let's buy this bow. barn. Yes. And we'll also just go ahead and buy the Thaumaturge Black Mage one for when we switch back to that. Two-handed, augmented Ironworks Magitech Rod. I'm level 130. I currently equip this item. I mean, I can't currently equip this item because I am not on that class, but I definitely have level 50 in that class for when I actually can. Proceed, yes. Yep. Okay. That's at least something. Gear set list. Nope. Recommend the gear. New weapon. Equip it. That's looking fancy. Oh, wow. We'll take the gear set for that. That's another fancy looking bow. Hold it. Look at the front on that, my goodness. Just goes around. Wild. Alright. Unnecessarily complicated, but perfectly fine. We technically have 351. We're gonna probably get more from unlocking more dungeons and stuff though, so that's alright. Necessary? I don't know. I don't know when we would get better things, but we will use that for now. It'll be helpful. So I'm not gonna say it's a waste. Seems alright. I don't know, how you doing? Can't you see I'm thinking, lad? Off with you. Hmm? Alice sent you, did she? I suppose she just happened to mention me contract with Rowena, eh? I thought she'd be satisfied with me vintage gear. There was a time it practically flew off the shelves, bringing in adventures with tomestones by the bucket. But now, you damn divas are a fickle lot. Apparently none of you'll be caught dead in me stuff no more. I've got Rowena jumping down me throat, clamoring for something new. Something that the realm ain't here to seen. Wouldn't expect too bloody much, I tell ya. If I don't fill me contract, she'll have thugs fitting me feet for lead boots. If only I saw bright ideas each dawn like I did me ale. Hold your horse, spirits. I know you from somewhere. You're one of them adventurers, but started the bloody relic armor movement way back when, ain't ya? As I live and breathe. Try as I might, and holy hells did I try, wasn't quite able to recreate them masterworks. There's something about them, a certain quality, even the great, weren't going to match. So one never truly can rival the classics, eh? You sly shrew, that's why you sent this one. You wanted him to remind me of the old days, when armorcraft was about the armor and not else. Somewhere along the way, I reckon I got caught up in the hurly-burly and lost me way. You know, I reckon it's high time I got back to basics. Focus more on who will be wearing me gear than the pre-mail on everybody selling me the parts. Might be that I can come up with something that'll satisfy Olwena. Cheers, lad. Just kinda need to stop by. And while you're here, how about I fix up your own set of relic gear? My assistant, Heckland here, can augment each and every piece. Of course, that's assuming you can bring him the proper parts. I ain't run a charity. Don't go forgetting your gear neither. You now trade with Heckland. After obtaining the appropriate augmentation item, you exchange it along with an artifact armor for augmented artifact armor, which, unlike regular relic armor, can be dyed any color of your choice. Please note that the augmentation item required will vary depending on the artifact armor you wish to exchange. Okay. I'll select one of these. So I'm not really dying. It's more of a... this guy. I want forge sales. Artifact equipment. Miss. It's more welcome here. I might help you. What we got? Yellow cornet. Where's the tip of this? Coral Chapu. Coral attire augmentation. Get an augmented Coral Chapu. Just a whole list of various bits. Coral sandals, 50, 45. I think we are beyond that. We got the Bard set. We got rid of the Coral set. We have the Bard set now. Let's see. Switch these. Bard Archer. This is the Coral set. Level 50 augmented Coral Chippo. Looks like it gives it options to put materia in, I suppose. Last thing is this. Materials required to augment set coral tire. Level 90 alchemist shop sells for 129 gil. So we need coral tire augmentations. It's all worse than we currently have, though. What else we got? Artifact vintage. What else we got? Antique bits. And they'll give us another curious mage, Jonah. Archer here. Yeah, this is the Bard stuff. So if we had some antique somethings, we could swap this out for the things we already have. Odd. The piece is far too old and damaged to survive any further battles. Claimer has been known to pay sizable sums for similar pieces. Unsellable. So we had some antique stuff we could trade it in for the stuff that we already have. And we could put pieces onto what we... Interesting. Help you. This is magic stuff. Trying to get these augmentations. Doesn't really matter. We don't have the base level 45 first chest piece stuff anyways. We switch it out for the better stuff. Augmented. Is it even augmented? Doesn't have... It's got a circle in the side, but it doesn't look like it has a slot there. I guess we could maybe put it in there. I don't know. At any rate, we don't have any of that stuff, so it's not too important. Miniature equipment's fallen out of favor of late. We still deal in them at everyone's behest. They're now bespoke items. We don't have valuable shelf space taken up by wares that don't sell, you see. I mean, you literally... The class quests are literally giving them out for free, so... I can see why there's not too much market for them these days. Legacy systems. Oh, yeah. Alright. What else we got? Let's see. Blood for stone. The daughters of Ishgard have a wintry gaze, but pale I see looks upon you with something very like favor, allied with a certain urgency. Seek a certain adventure for a cause most just. Are you not Arctic? Huh? I thought you had the right aspect. It was you who played the thief in the night at the stone vigil. Dragons guard their keep jealously, it said. You slipped unseen into the cloudy fortress. Which will not be their keep for much longer, however. The forces of Ishgard, amassed by the Sea of Clouds. Now, this is for your ears only. The blockade is but a prelude to an attack. Lord Chamont commands the siege. He would have your counsel. I am but one of many who seek you at his behest. You must be a man of rare quality. Proud knights of Jandar are not accustomed to taking, let alone seeking outside help. Ishgard's is a cradle air I breathed, and I yearn to see the stone vigil reclaimed from the Dravanian horde. We not go to White Brim front and aid Lord Jamont. Let's see who's Jamont. Regardless. I'm gonna keep just teleporting back and forth between places, one at a time here. Burn some gil. Also just deal with one thing at a time here. This is gonna be this dungeon, hard mode. Not really surprised at this point. Could queue up for just a random hard mode dungeon once we're done here. Hard mode or extreme mode or the raid ones or spawns. What is that? Let's see. Let's see. Go over this way. Gale Force warning. That is the other situation here. It's on our section here. So we can't go further in here. Not yet. What for stone? Gale Force warning is this one for Howling Eye Extreme. It's still technically a quest, unfortunately. It's technically unlocked. It's also technically still a thing. Arctic, Sin, you have come to lend us your strength. House Jundar is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know that the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defenses and entered the keep. As depraved a foe as the Dravanians are, they have a certain cunning. The place teems with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a form of advance. We can slay dogs and are bled by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stormed the keep, the enemy sealed the breach behind them. The Vigil headgate is now a welter of molten iron, and stones sharp as a headman's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, we must go by air. We shall lead the second wave, and have you join your strength to ours. Sir Nathaniel awaits you near the Stone Vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. It's by air. Blood for stone. Okay. Let's go over there, unlock the ability to enter it. And obviously, consider it, I suppose. White brick. Well, it seems like the main reward would be the points. Tomestones to turn in for the improved weapons for everybody, and then also armor. Hail, Arctic. Lord Dumont sent word. The airship will not be long in coming, and then we charge. All Whitebrim Front knows your name, Arctic Sin, who penetrated the Stone Vigil's defenses. Up to this very day, I remember the cheer that rang out when we'd heard you'd laid Esgrin low. Your presence here is tonic, pure tonic for the troops. Too long have the damned dragons desecrated our keep. Alone willing, the Stone Vigil shall return to Ishgard before this day is out. Stone Vigil, hard, now accessible. We talk to him. And enter Stone Vigil hard. Okay. So some of these are definitely just going to be hanging out in the journal here. We could focus the ones that actually have quests, I suppose. It's an option. Let's go back to Mordana. Grab the next one. Bonus reasons for completing these dungeons, I suppose. If we can just purchase like item level 130 stuff, there's really not much value in anything from the dungeons, really. It's definitely a different system. It's something. Let's unlock more dungeons here. The Outlandish Man. That's for the other thing. Okay. Alright. I just got 2. Oh my goodness. Maniac Manor. Everyone's told. Looks as if she's seen a ghost. Ah! Forgive me, friend. This chilly encounter has my nerves on edge. I was traveling through the shroud when a man accosted me out of nowhere, his eyes darting wildly in fear. He spoke of a haunted mansion from which the tortured screams of young maidens can be heard day and night. Hawkett Manor, was it? Hakim Manor, yes. Was that you purged the self-same hands of its unholy inhabitants some time ago? That is curious indeed. The man recounted the events as if they happened not days ago. Well, it would put my heart at ease to know his tale was but a fancy born of a few too many flagons of mead. Poor soul had not the air of a drunk or a liar. Perhaps you know someone who could shed light on the matter. Speak with Marcelo in Gridania. Shroud. Gridania. Also on the top. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of dungeons. The existence of hard version of each dungeon and the existence of extreme mode of the primal makes me wonder if there's extreme dungeons. And there's also high-end stuff. And raids and everything. There's a lot to do. Or not do. Also an option. Let's be honest here. That. Oh, Gridania. That's just feels fine. And we can also always just abandon some quests if we don't feel like it. I've not made that a rule for myself here. One that we could definitely abandon would be that one where we can get a new bow, but it's worse than the previous one we had. Which is worse than we already have from this. Well, that's not necessary. Definitely a bunch of different systems. All not particularly working together here. Wild stuff. Anyways. This is where we need to talk about. Commander. Ah, friend. It's good to see you again. I wish I could greet you with more joyful tidings. Trust you've heard the rumors. Yes, I fear they are true. And then some. Oh, whatever shall I begin? After you released my lady from her torment, a deed of bravery and kindness that I will remember until the last of my days, paid visit to the Wood Whalers, told the tale in all its tragedy, and the guardians of the Twelveswood might know the truth. Though the Whalers did not doubt my words, and insisted on a thorough investigation of the manor. Without witnessing my lady's remains for themselves, I was told. They could hardly vouch for the citizenry's safety. A prudent judgment, I thought, and I did not argue. So what happened next that confounded everyone, myself most of all. A contingent of Wood Whalers was dispatched to the manor, and I personally escorted them in. This would be the last I saw of them, for nary a one returned. Minutes turned to hours, and before long, night surrounded the silent manor. 'Twas then the screams began again. Ungodly, heart-rending screams that shall be burned to my memory forevermore. Against my better reasoning, I mustered the courage to peer inside. Oh, how I wish I had not. For what peered back, friend, was someone, nay, something. For that which I saw surely possessed no soul like you or I, that has no right to exist in our world. The Whalers have dispatched another contingent to investigate the manor. The fools. Do not see that they have writ their own death sentence? I cannot save them, but you, friend, you may succeed where I so miserably failed. I implore you, pray come to our aid once more. Seek entry into Hawk Manor. Yeah. Just fly up there. Look at it. Be concerned. Turn around. Oh boy. Also some good experience in all these dungeons. That'd be something too. I'd say the experience is more of the main reward at this stage. And it's a good experience, so. It's also interesting-ish. At least one time. Check this out. Flying over. Flying over. Okay. 31 feet. Meh. Join the fate. We've left the fate. Seek entrance. Manor Foregate. Touch. Unlock Portal 2. Here. Complete the quest. Quest complete. New manor. Unlock Manor hard, now accessible. So that time it finished the quest and left us with the dungeon being accessible. So it's not particularly consistent. That's alright. Back to Verdana. We could absolutely grab all these at the same time. Would be more efficient. Because it's talk to someone here, talk to someone somewhere else, go to the dungeon entrance, essentially. It's a process for sure. Alright. We'll just see if the ones that actually have the quest continuation are more desirable for completion. Or if anybody actually cares about that. Next. You have another one? For keep's sake. He looks at you with an appraising eye. A wayfarer like yourself must be privy to all manner of tales, yes? So tell me, what do you know of the adventurers who purged the cultists from the ruins of Amdapor Keep? That was also me. What? It was you who did the deed. You're just the person I've been seeking. This matter would have you lend your ear to a hearer known as Astain. He dwells in Camp Tranquil, from where he surveys the Twelveswood. Of late, he has sensed dark stirrings in Amdapor Keep. I speak with one who has braved the ruins already. I shall put no more words in Brother Astain's mouth. Pray tend him in the South Shroud. If you give him my name as proof of your intent, he will not withhold a single detail of what he has observed. Camp Tranquil. They're paying me more than the teleport costs, it seems. So, no. Depends where we go. How much we get. Not a concern. Not a concern. Okay. Gonna see if there's a hard mode for every dungeon here. It's definitely a lot. There's a not hard mode for at least one of the dungeons, so it's also something. Yes, I'm Astain. One ever listening to the Shroud. Pray tell, why have you sought me out? Quest. You are coming at Lorraine's urging. Good heavens, the elementals smile upon me, sending one of the brave souls who smote the cultists within Amdapor Keep. Well met, my friend. I'm here at Harun Sinna's behest to investigate the keep. You're here because of my findings. Terrible things fester within those ruins, and someone must destroy them. Yes, even though the Lambs of Dalamund and their dealings with Voidsent plague us no longer, the fell presence hanging over the place grows stronger by the day. Wood Whalers ventured into the keep to find the cause. The reports were chilling. Someone has completed the cultist's rituals and summoned the most ghastly of Voidsent. Over them reigns a leader, peerless in might and malice. We must fell this Voidsent lord, and so dispel the foulness hanging over the ruins. Singing guards the gate of Amdapor Keep. I shall alert her to your coming. Now go, my friend. May the elementals guide you to victory. Okay. Secret. Yeah, Amdapor Keep. For keep's sake. To read the updated information on the hard mode duty finder. Besides that, should be good. Maxine, how's it going? What brings you back to this tainted place, adventurer? Ah, so you are the one who has answered Brother Essence's call to enter the ruins. I warn you though, Keep has never been more perilous. The evil that dwells within has warped the forest life, turning woodland animals to brutish beasts. The place is feral. Our only hope is to slay the Voidsent at the heart of the castle. If we do not, well, I pray that the elementals guide your way through the keep, adventurer, and your victory brings peace to the forest. Amdapor Keep hard, now accessible. Talk to them. It's not the end of that quest. Hey. Wow. Let's close that for now. This is a system. This is a system we're doing here. Okay, quests all over the place. That's alright. Okay. There's every possibility that even more of these people in here have multiple quests. There's definitely something here. Keep at it. What was it? It's got 4! He's got 4 of them! Crimson Slay, King of the Hull. It's definitely pirates. Not easy being green. Oh no. Boy. Boy, this is a lot of dungeons. As Honzong eyes you from his corner, you get the impression that he has a dangerous task in mind. You're Artisan by the Onion, the very man I seek at Versailles' behest. How do I know the potbanger? Well, we trained together in the Culinarians Guild. He has a place in Casa del Sol now, the Flying Shark. Not the sharpest knife in the block, he is just the daft, but he's loyal. He's got a friend out there by the name of Musket, and he seems to be in need of your help. What say you go look him up, eh? Let's see at Casa del Sol. How many other quests does everybody else have here? He's got 3. Oh, there's so many. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot is what's happening right now. Just want to grab them all? Why not? King of the Hull! Unzering has satisfied look of a man who has found that which he seeks. It's me. You're Hickson by the Onion. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm still here. I got a message from an old friend of mine. He needs your help for an important task, he says. It's highly confidential business, so I can't give you his name. Let's just say he's well known in Limsa. Odds are you'll recognize him. Any road? Not at liberty to divulge anymore. You have a mind to take on the task. Go over to Limsa and seek out a bloke named Dunstan. That's not my friend, mind you, but one of his men. Definitely pirates. This thing has a favor to ask you on behalf of an old friend. By the Onion, you're Arctic. You couldn't have come at a better time. A friend of mine sent word that he needs a kibble adventurer, you see, and naturally thought of you. Who's this friend, you ask? Why, none other than Commander Raynor of the Yellow Jackets. He and I met back when I first started out as a culinarian. We've been friends ever since. Any road, appreciate it if you pay him a visit. Inquire as to what he needs doing. Find him at the Coral Tower with his Yellow Jackets. And C7 have eyes only for you. Good day to you, my wayfaring friend. Say, you wouldn't happen to be the man who slew the Tonberry King, would you? Yes. I'm everybody. I do everything. I knew it. By the Onion. I have a fine gent for you, looking for you, that is. He has an appetizing proposal on the table. I think you should pay him a visit. He is one of the treasure hunters at Camp Bronze Lake. And he will, of course, be there with his partner. The two are inseparable. But I'll let them tell you more themselves. Off to Lenasi with you. Out of sight, out of mind. Hugobert of Redmond's Toll has news he would share in the strictest confidence. I've seen more and more visitors to this godforsaken place lately. Most of them battle-hardened types seeking a worthy test of their mettle. Trust that I might count you among them. Look, you didn't hear this from me, but word has it that Copperbell mines are looking not unlike the 8th hell in recent days. Stone Torches would have us believe they have matters under control, but a minor acquaintance of mine would beg to differ. He says the Torches have proven far more adept at quelling rumors than trees, if you catch my drift. Why do I betray this knowledge to you? Fear for my friend's life and mine own, as well should these hulking monstrosities break free to the surface. If it's a challenge you seek, let's say you accidentally find your way to Copperbell and proffer your services. This time's for fun. Hubert has heard word of great deeds being done at Halatali, and would share with you the tales of triumph. An adventurer who can hold his own in battle. Just so happens I've gotten word of a new challenge for one of your talents. Requires a bit of travel and a dash of heroics. It'll be worth your while. Eastern Thanaland's lovely this time of year. You've heard of the training grounds at Halatali, I'll wager. The place fell into disuse after the calamity. Will some adventurer or another put it to rights? Its owners aim to train gladiators and adventurers once more, just as in the old days. Little paint, little mass burial. Now the place is ready to take on challengers. If you're all keen on the notion, go and talk with my friend Arl down there. He'll get you in the door. Wrath of Kieran. Few things to match the ire of a brother riled. Don't vary the anger when there are two of them. Ah, there's an industrious ant. An adventurer in need of a bit of business, if I'm not mistaken. The ant hill you want is Hunter & Son's mineral concern. Something's kicked it over good. They put out word for adventurers. Have skill, will move fast, that sort of thing. Perfect for you, I'll warrant. The client? A bit of a handful, a mite aggressive, but nothing you can't handle. The twins. Find them at the Miners Guild. But to Sarsuka, he's the milder of the two. We have more quests than we currently have in this, able to track at the same time here. Oh lord. That's a lot. Teleport around. Do stuff. Alright. Can't just have every dungeon's gone crazy. Here, you have unlocked hard modes. That'd be too easy. That would be too easy. Okay. Here is mines here, I believe. We got a lot of places we're going. Stone torch. An adventurer, baseless rumors notwithstanding, I can assure you that your meager talents are not needed here. No, Pekatontries have returned to the mines, and if they had, the stone torches would be seen to threat swiftly and ably, as is our wont. And I know not what you just heard, but it was most certainly not the tortured scream of some unfortunate miner being assigned to the maw of a bloodthirsty giant ripped from the God's forsaken depths. Ah, Seven Hells. It's true, all of it. We thought we had seen the last of them, but we were wrong. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard we did, and now Copperbell's overrun with the damp legion of the fiends, each one nastier than the last. We've already lost scores of our men to the chaos, few that have returned alive, and that even the once docile Spriggans have gone mad, falling upon the poor miners in droves. So much for being harbingers of wealth and fortune, eh? Stone torches are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place fool pride before the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once. The torches, nay, the entire nation of Ul'dah, would be forever in your debt if you could perform the deed again. I beg of you, friend, banish those fiends to the depths, that they may never resurface. Quest complete. Copperbell Mines. Hard. Now accessible. You don't say. Alright. Here's some more. Ultimate Ballad. That was the last one. Wrath of Kieran's there. Hold on. We're gonna be able to queue up for a whole pile of stuff here. It's gonna be great. It's definitely gonna be something. Surely with all these different things, the queues would not be too significantly long. So we're trying to do one thing that nobody cares about, that everything grinds to a halt. Alright. That. Other side. Mine Guild. Okay. Hold on. That's where we are. Speed along. This one. These are the twins. Right there. This one gets a cutscene. Oh, wow. Heard about our petition, have you? And you'll do as we ask, no questions asked? Great attitude. Now then, the situation's like this. No, this isn't right. Lieutenant, if I put our sister's fate in a stranger's hands, I'm going myself. Oh, brilliant plan, brother. Go blundering to the sunken temple of Karn. The place is a death trap. What guarantees do we have this adventurer can beat those traps? None, that's what. We know better than any what these muscles are capable of. I literally did it before. What? What else do you mean you've been in those traps already? Wait, you're the reason Neko's in this trouble. I'm gonna end you, I swear it. Calm yourself, brother. This adventurer is not to blame for what happened. Besides, he's perfect for the task. Let's start again, shall we? I am Sesaruka. This is my twin brother, Bobokuli. As we have gathered, we need you to mount a rescue mission in the sunken temple of Karn. After you defeated the temple's snares and traps, this was officially open for research. The concern partnered with the Order of Nanthal to fund an expedition. I and the research team was led by none other than Neko, our little sister. She is the one who wrote the book on the ruins of Sune, the research, to end all of the research on the place. Nobody except her was gonna figure out that Sune and Oda were both descended from the Melodian civilization. Sunken Temple of Karn is the native rock. No way in the Seven Hells was she going to not lead that expedition. But who comes bumbling in? A band of relic raiders, that's who. The greedy Horizon set off a trap, now our little sister is stuck in the stinking place. Foxy bastards putting Neko in danger. If they aren't Tonberry mints already, you can be sure I'll end them myself. And that's the situation as it stands. Talk to Bimu at the entrance to the temple, and she'll let you in. You go and get Neko out of there in one piece, you hear? Aight. Speak to them. We have to actually go into the dungeon, or to the dungeon, at least. Island stuff. Karen's here. Over there. We were gone for 10 minutes, and every single dungeon is repopulated with level 50 enemies. And then everybody sends in some of their guards, and they all die and never come back. To an almost comical degree at this point. Yeah. Just get all of these. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. On to the stately ruins that was and is the Sunken Temple of Karn. What a relief, they actually sent someone who's been here and knows the drill. The twins? They can be a little overbearing. They'll need some of that imperiousness soon enough though. When it falls on them to run the concern. In case you didn't know, those two are the chairman's progeny, them and Miss Haneko. You'll find it much change within, thanks to those fool robbers. Take care, but not so much that you cannot make haste. Sunken Temple of Karn. Hard. Now accessible. Alright. There we go. Here. Some fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Unlocks for days out here. The fact that we were surrounded by unlocking quests and everybody had multiple quests, absolutely wild out here. This one guy in the bar knows about 4 different imminent dungeon disasters going on. Wild stuff. Wild stuff out here. Just a second, tumble. Insulin it right now. Here's Arl. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I'm Arl, and a friend of Hubert is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted. Hubert does. No, now I'll wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the lad Joni over there was talking about, aren't you? Ah, I knew it. The liberator of Halatali himself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there again. Got to restore the Coliseum games to what they were. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. Best use some more freshening up. And there are some lurking crawlies that need a good killing, but the brass blades are on that detail. What are you saying? Have experienced the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. So this time it's actually not overrun. It's just a new fun challenge. Everything's fine. Quest complete. Halatali hard and accessible. You betcha. Alright. Karen, Ballad. Oh, Nasia. Slay. That's no soul. We're going all over the place here. So basically every dungeon. Probably, except for the ones we already did the hard mode, I suppose. There haven't been too many. Compared to the ones we're unlocking everything here, my goodness. Wild stuff out here. Wild stuff. Okay. Let's get Arctic Sin. I shall have to thank Trasmites, for he was as good as his word. He promised he'd find you. I'd like to have such friends. What can I say? In the company of heroes, you keep good company. Aha. And that's what I need your help with. Sure you remember Brayflax? In a bit of trouble she is. This captain of the guards here can hardly go charging off to her rescue. Yet, would I forsake a friend? Never. And so I thought of you, Arctic. Truly your timing is fortuitous, and your fortitude unmatched. If there's any who can help our mutual grumpy friend, it is you. Now, off you go, then, to Brayflax's long snap. Yep. Speak with Brayflax, her long snap. Here. Fine port. This would definitely be quite more of a journey without all these teleports and flying. Good times. Good times. Yep. So it's not actually where I want to go. Where's this going? Let's go to Middle and Nasia. Go around this line. No thanks. Let's go this way. Fate, we don't worry about. Brayflax, how's it going? Goodly Uplanders here to give Lintan to a flock of Brayflax. Uplanders' tongue flaps make for happy Gabby. Brayflax ear catch enemy foot noise. Illuminati want Brayflax's secret. Dirty take, they try and try. Shit. See sweet secret recipe. Brayflax can give to a happy friend. Brayflax's cheese is most tasty fresh. Now Brayflax is a hunted Gabi. Brayflax is no cheese baker. Rex free cheese recipe from Illuminati. Cheese's happy birthday. No, happy die make my cheese lords. But now they want to make Brayflax dead Gabby. Brayflax give a planter lent hand and pass, yes? Mighty Rockman fought with Gabby help, yes? Now time has come for lent hand to be Brayflax's Iron Fist. Check out. Okay. Quest complete. In a wild state of things, Brayflax's long stop heart is now accessible. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed it? Anyways. And he's being green up at Camp Bronze Lake. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh. Wondering, treasure hunter. Eh? Who's going to send you our way, you say? I'll be thirst damned, it's you. I, the heroic bloke, what lopped off the Tonberry King's head. You remember us? We used the pair around the entrance to the Wanderer's Palace. Sorry, right before that green bleeding Tonberry stabbed us. Wasn't we stabbed, love? Indeed we were. 'Twas most unpleasant. Now, adventurer, you're here to do something we would prefer not to ourselves. Venture into the Wanderer's Palace again. Best we start at the beginning, eh? Like I was saying, he was hacking away at little Tonberries. The big one snuck up behind us. Well, we tried to fight it off, but it got the best of us. Never been in worse shape, just lying there, bleeding. Hell, as I thought we weren't long for the realm. Just as I was thinking of my last words, lo and behold, the Tonberries we've been having it out with started treating us. Nurse us right back to health, they did. That's when we learned the truth about the Tonberries. See, they was only medicine folk because of a curse. Curse that you lifted when you slew the Tonberry King. And art, the lauder calm and twice as kindly again. But it was a right pleasure having them take care of us for a fair spell. It's a pity those peaceful days didn't last. A band of Mamul what called themselves the Silver Scales, came storming into the place. They say they're mercenaries, but they're nothing but the scum of the Bleeding Realm. The howling, the blood, so many dead. As if that weren't enough, the surviving Tonberries were locked away deep in the ruins. Why in the name of the 12 do they deserve such a fate, I ask you? We've grown rather fond of the Tonberries while living amongst them. They have good hearts, no matter how odd their appearance. None of that should matter anyway. This fellow is Hin and I'm Makoti. Are we lesser a couple for our differences? I should think not. My heart goes out to the Tonberries, truly. To be so betrayed, so ill-treated, locked away in some horrid dungeon, and by one's own people, no less. My dearest and I know their pain all too well. We both had to leave our birthplace. Why, you ask? Simply because we were different. No, we will not sit idly by and let the Tonberries be subjected to such terrible treatment. Well said, love. But much as we'd like to give the Silver Scales the boot ourselves, we cannot stand up to a cartload of Mahulaja. So please, say you'll do it in our place. Wanderer's Palace is the only home the Tonberries have got. Now you'll have to speak with his Abazi Charazi, and get a ride in his boat across the lake. Or what's it now? Bon Voyage? On a boat. Speak with Charazi. Here. So it's definitely different situations in the different dungeons. Not just things, but slightly stronger. Slightly different things. Or completely different things. Come on, that treasure hunter's errand, have you? Well, I'll take you across the lake, but be warned. The place you're making for is held by Silver Scales, and the leaders are the most fearsome of the lot. Now, the Tonberries aren't friends of mine, but even I think that the way the Mahulaja have them imprisoned is wrong. Capturing them, turning them into thralls, go and give those sellswords hell. Wanderer's Palace hard, now accessible. Alright. That also sticks on here. Later. Now we got Limsa Limensa. Teleport. Maynard and Dunstan. Okay. We've got this many dungeons. With people sprinting their way through the dungeons, we could definitely do multiple per episode here. Wouldn't be a problem. With the amount that we've collected here, it's definitely a bit of a trek, a bit of a task to do everything here. We will see. We will see. Okay. This is on the upper floor here. Nah. This way was one of them. Get both of the ones here in Limsa before we head out. It's a strategy. It's a plan. It's an idea. Right. Rainer. Good day to you, Arctic. How timely. There's something I would ask of you. I will wear my manners. Is there aught you require? Here at Wazong's behest, you say? Ah, that he should send you of all people is a stroke of good fortune indeed. Permit me to appraise you the situation. You doubtless recall driving the Serpent Reavers out of Sastasha. Well, despite our best efforts to keep the place secure, I forget to inform you that it has been occupied by pirates. Pirates, I say, though eyewitnesses claim they seemed more akin to fiends from the briny depths. To be frank, we are not wholly certain what it is we're dealing with. I dispatched a party of adventurers to identify and eliminate the threat, but it seemed their courage failed them. But they were not you, my friend. You will fare better against whatever awaits within Sastasha. Of that I have no doubt. If you would be willing to assist us, bring a report to Neperna, who stands guard by the entrance to the caverns. Yep. Yep. Oh, the quest is all the way. Okay, the skull, it's in the middle. Let's run that way. This one's not really much closer. Straight down this way. King of the Hole. Alright. The things we deal with. The things we deal with. Oh, where are you at? There you are. I just want to jump down there. Okay. Dunstan, how's it going? Another cutscene for this one. You're Artixon, are you? The chief will be pleased that you came. Now, time's of the essence. We'll get straight to business. During your travels, you might be, as you heard tell of Mistbeard, legendary pirate. I'd also be surprised if you hadn't heard of the bloke. And his soul in Limsa as don't know of his exploits. Your ship of the Five Seas was safe from Mistbeard's grasp, not even the Golden Fleet of Ul'dah. One day, at the height of his notoriety, the man vanished without trace while sailing the Rotano. Since then, rumors have spread that Mistbeard left behind a treasure trove of plunder. Folk believe it's somewhere out there just waiting to be plucked like a ripe fruit. Your task pertains to that treasure. I'll take it from here, Dunstan. Says... Chief! Einzar. Greetings, my friend. It's been a while since you sent the Black Wolf to the 7th Hell. Before I begin, let me make it clear I do not request your aid in my capacity as a storm marshal. Nay, the matter is purely private. With that detail established, so continue Dunstan's tale. For a time, folk had lost interest in Mistbeard's cache. Such was its elusiveness. The recent developments have treasure hunters across the realms stirring anew. South of Valbrand, upon the Rotano Sea, there lies the Saudils. Along the fringes of these remote islands, there is expansive water into which few ships dare venture. Nature has conspired to perpetually shroud the area in heavy mist. Man can hardly see his own hand in front of him. Be it by accident or intent, countless vessels have entered that mist, never to be seen again. Over the years, some few survivors have washed ashore with tales of an island hid within, which appears, without warning, to smash their ships into flotsam. So it was that the legend of Hullbreaker Isle was born. The wake of the calamity, however, came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions. As luck would have it, on one such day, a merchantman mistakenly sailed straight into the area. The ship eventually came upon a deserted isle, where we had astonishing discover the Har, Miss Beard's own flagship, lying broken within a cove. Though we yearned to explore the wreck, the captain wisely chose to return to familiar waters before the mist could regather. Upon returning to Limsa, he forbade his crew from revealing the discovery to a single soul. The word inevitably spread, as is often the way of such things. Even as we speak, treasure hunters are scrambling to find a way to the legendary Hullbreaker Isle. They might claim Miss Beard's cache. You will get there before they do, Arctic, and retrieve a single object from the Har. A golden coffer bearing Miss Beard's crest. The chief would do the job himself. Means being Storm Marshal is like to attract unwanted attention. That's why he wants you to go in his stead. As long as you bring back what he asked for, you're welcome to keep whatever else you find. Though I make my request off the record, I must impress upon you that the matter is of grave import to our nation's future. I shall be praying for your success. Okay. Now, no doubt you're wondering how to get to this isle. We got a ship moored at the Orbe dry docks. You're there when your preparations are in order, and I'll ferry you over. Alright. Dry docks. It's here. Oh boy. Then we still need to go to the entrance of Sestasha, too. Okay. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of talking to people to do stuff. We're doing like just one dungeon at a time. It's perfectly fine. Do everything at once. That's a little bit. And it's done. Everything's in order. Let's get you over to Hullbreaker Isle before it's a swarm of scavengers. Get us there in one piece, never fear. And keep an eye on the weather, and know exactly when the mist will clear up. When you arrive, make your way to the wreck of the Har. This Beard's coffers, bound to be somewhere inside. As for how you're supposed to get back afterwards, I'm sure you'll figure something out. Resourceful adventurer that you are. Waiting for you in Limsa. Hullbreaker Isle, now accessible. It's actually a dungeon. Wild. Hullbreaker Isle. Look at this. How is this looking? It is absolutely looking. Hullbreaker Isle is just regular here. That's cool. I'm synced to 110. Even our crazily higher level weapons don't get full power. That's alright. Okay. Journal here. See if Hullbreaker Isle. Last, we need to go to the entrance of Sestasha. Good boy. Okay. We definitely first focus on the ones that we have unfinished quests in. That'd be a good place to start, I suppose. And by the looks of it, we should have the requirements here to do it fine. In terms of time level and everything. Why so serious? Something? Found another something. Damn it. Amanda would your times of battle with the siren. It's truly a triumph over the siren. Must I express my gratitude. My only regret is that my dear brother could not be here today to hear that our father's death has been avenged. Set sail with his crew 3 years past, you see. He's yet to return from shore to shore. I hold out hope that his ship shall come sailing to the harbor any day now, and on that day I shall be the first to share with him the news of your triumph. In the meanwhile, however, we can finally press on with the restoration of Hermes Sirius. Let's get to work at once. You'll be much in your debt if you can inform Master Mudoa that the coast is clear for us to begin. Alright. Pro Series hard mode coming up. Could be more random hard modes strewn across the map here too. I mean, if we just look around for any dungeon that doesn't have a hard mode by the time we're done with all this mess. Maybe the easiest way. Ah, it's you. Take it you mean to help us again? Wonderful. See those adventurers yonder? We sent them in first. Soon became clear that they were unequal to the task. By my count, they lasted just under a minute inside before staggering back out, sucking for air like fish out of water. As such, we're no closer to ascertaining the nature of the threat, let alone eliminating it. You'll be going in blind, I know, but you've purged Sastasha before. I'm certain you can repeat the feat. Enter whenever you're ready. Look forward to hearing of your success. Sastasha Hard, now accessible. Alright. No. It's definitely pirates. Maybe it's not. Also possible. And last one here. Or another one here. Video. Mudoa. You've done it. So the voice siren screeching and shrieking to the murky depths of what she came. You've done us all a great service today, lad. If you wouldn't mind regaling old Mudoa's ears with the tale of the foul wench's last song. What's that? You had to fend off a ghostly crew wearing the seaside duds of maelstrom men? As I feared, poor lass. Your heart goes out to her. For 3 years to the day, give or take a moon, crew of the maelstrom's finest set sail on a routine patrol. Ain't nothing routine in these parts, and they did not return to shore. Rumors speak quick-like that a siren song led the vessel to a watery grave. Maelstrom Command jumped to quiet the talk. Ill tidings were already too easy to come by in those days after the calamity. For those of us in the know, we knew. Like father like son, they had promised his little sod you'll spare poor Amanda the truth. Us has already suffered more than her share. Amanda. Oh, she's here. This cannot be. My brother is still alive at sea. The search effort continues. Mr. Mudoa, you said yourself have told me the same. Forgive me, Missy. Never meant to deceive. Mr. made me swear a vow, you see. That I keep the truth buried deep in. Ah, bugger me, vow and bugger me. Truth is, the scary coward just couldn't summon the nerve to tell you the truth. Amanda, can you ever forgive a sorry old son? There's no need for forgiveness, Master Mudoa, for the true coward is me. My heart I've always known. These adventurous deeds and your words have finally given me the courage to face the truth. I'm a woman grown. Time for clinging to childish dreams has passed. I must look to the future. My smithing skills are still wanting, but not falter from the task. Pharaoh's Sirius will burn bright once more, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. The fell songs of the sea have claimed their last victim. I shall see to it with my own 2 hands. Strong words, lass. Trust you'll not forget them when your paws are all bloody and blistered. My hands? Why, I'll clench my hair with my teeth if needs be. Father, brother, do you hear me? Your justice will not be in vain. Why so serious? Quest complete. Unlock anything? I don't know if that unlocked anything. It's like the ending part of when we did Fair Serious, I guess. Is... Huh. That was something. Pirates, Owls of Umbra. Fair Serious. I'm not sure about that one. Maybe that unlocked... Somebody talking about hard mode here. Piled up here. Let's see. Teleport back here. I don't know if you really need a hard mode for the dungeons that are already pretty high level. That's another thing to consider. You. Nope, nothing here. Yeah, whatever. We do things. Now we're going to go and do things. Look at this journal. We've got yes to do. We will decide what we're gonna get up to. Something hard mode, something. Next time, goodbye.